Hello everyone, Silent here. Welcome back to another 1.14 Snapshot video. It is 18w46a. There isn't too much to cover today, however, we have gotten some new features, such as the lantern, a new animated light source added to the game, and these things are fantastic. These fit so many different build styles and build themes. You will be seeing these absolutely everywhere once 1.14 launches. Seriously, so nice. So they can be placed on the top side of blocks as you see here, and also on the bottom side as well. And when on the bottom side, they will actually have this little chain connecting them, so pretty fantastic little block. Lanterns are extremely cheap to craft as well, taking only 8 iron nuggets and 1 torch, which is basically a perfect recipe, extremely cheap. A good reason to have a basic iron farm, and just like a really good reason to spam them absolutely everywhere. They are so cheap. Now, I've done a few experiments. They don't actually get washed away by water like normal torches. As you can see, the water just wraps around it like it would any other non-full block. And they cannot be waterlogged. As you can see, it just takes away the water source, so maybe someday that will be added as a feature, but as of now, they cannot be waterlogged and they do not get washed away either. Okay, these things just got even cooler. They are a movable block and they can be pulled by pistons. Oh, I'm falling in love with these even more. These are so nice. They can't really be pulled by slime blocks, so maybe not the best thing for flying machines, but light sources shouldn't be on flying machines either. Okay, so they actually can be pushed and pulled by a slime block. They just have to be flat, of course. And I also did some experiments for what blocks they can go under. There's not really a way to cheek the system to get them floating, so you have to have your slabs and stairs orientated flat side down for them to connect. Iron bars, glass blocks, leaves, glass panes, and trapdoors in all orientations. Fence gates and also lecterns do not work for placing them on the top or bottom side, unfortunately. However, you can get a floating lantern on the bottom side of a hopper. This is likely a bug, as you can't place the lanterns on the top side, and they're kind of floating, so you can probably expect that one to be removed or changed in the future snapshots. Now, you can place them on the bottom side of a piston, but when they kind of retract, they break it off, which is kind of sad. And there's no way to get them floating that I've found on top of a block. So yeah, you're kind of limited on what you can place them on. However, they're still such a nice block. I think it's worth the little limitations that are on it. These things take a very, very long time to break by hand. However, you can break them pretty easily with a pickaxe. To make lanterns even better than they already are, they're actually brighter than torches. So if we look at the light level on the left side of the screen, you can see that it says 14 block. And when we place down a lantern, it says 15. So these things put out one higher light level than torches, which is pretty nice actually. This will help you prevent some more mob spawns in your world. If you remember a couple updates ago, they added all of these new crafting blocks. Now, none of these actually have any interface or actual use at the moment. However, 4 of these did get a new retexture. So the stone cutter now has an animation for the blade, and it's got kind of a wood border as well, looking pretty cool. The fletching table got a birch retexture, much better than the old one, and really fits the archery theme as well. The cartography table got a dark oak retexture, and it looks very nice. I'm really a fan of that. And the smithing table just looks absolutely amazing. I love this block. You will be seeing me using this for floors, and probably a lot of other people using this for floors as well. And then the sides look pretty amazing as well. And then the bottom textures are kind of what you would expect, except for the smithing table. Honestly, kind of looks like it's using nether brick, but I'm not too sure. It's just a really interesting texture. And now we have the Pillager patrols. Now, these things have actually gotten a little bit of an upgrade, so they will always spawn in packs of 5 now. And these guys are kind of scary. They actually spawned up here. Like, there's no other way to get up here, so they can literally spawn inside of a village now. And also, the new leader guy has a new custom banner that he drops. If I can just get in there, we can take a look at that banner. So this is a new one from the previous one. I have the previous banner here. And this is the new one right here. So as you can see, you cannot make this in survival. It's got a orange name to it, and it looks a little bit cooler than the previous one as well. And you can see that it's just got a nice like double border to it. Looks amazing and fantastic. So these guys will always spawn in packs of 5 now, which was a little bit of a problem in the previous update. Sometimes you'd always get just one, or you just get a couple, but now you always get 5 of them. And also, they no longer spawn with the Pillager beast. So I'm guessing we'll see this come in a different form, not in the Pillager patrols like we've seen in recent snapshots. So it's going to be interesting to see how exactly they add this to the game, because it's definitely coming. It's just not going to be in these patrols, which is weird. So the spawn rates for these guys are still extremely high, but it does seem like their packs are slightly broken. I literally just saw this one spawn and there is no leader. And as you can see, when there's no leader, they actually just kind of stand around. So the kind of job for the leader is to pick a direction, and then they all just kind of walk that direction until something happens, apparently. But without a leader, they all just stand around, pointing their crossbows at you all menacingly, and not really too much to say here. I've also seen a few of these packs not spawn in packs of 5. It does say they should spawn in packs of 5, so maybe that's slightly broken, or maybe it's saying they can only spawn up to packs of 5. Not entirely sure, but that is kind of what it is. So it's still a mixed bag. You'll still get Pillagers and also the Vindicators in your packs, and either one of these guys can be the leader one with the banner up. There's been one really nice change to scaffolding, and that is how far it can actually go out to the side is now 6. So last snapshot, it was only 4 blocks out, and then the next one would fall down and you would have to make a new pillar. But now, as you can see, it can actually go out to 6. And this is still kind of annoying because you still have to make a pillar every 7 blocks, which is not the greatest. Honestly, if you need a lot of scaffolding for a build, you're working on a big, tall build, and you need to go out pretty far to the sides. So honestly, I think minimum for kind of sideways should be at least 8, maybe even 10 if you want to push it. But yeah, 6 still seems a little bit small in my opinion, but it's still a very nice block. Nothing else has really changed since the last snapshot. Something that was discovered about the scaffolding last snapshot by Pixel Rifts is that if you're holding shift while falling onto them, you can fall from incredible heights and not take any damage whatsoever. So they're pretty amazing, honestly. So we just fell from sky limit onto 3 of these, and it doesn't matter how many of these you have. So if we go ahead and repeat this kind of experiment here with just 2 of them, you'll see that even if we hold shift, we will just instantly splat. Oh wait, no, oh, interesting. Okay, so maybe I was wrong on that one. Maybe it's only 1 then. I tested that earlier and I totally went splat, so I don't know what's up with that. But if we try that with just 1, then guaranteed I'm going to die. Goodbye, world. Oh, what? I totally died from this once. Huh. Okay. Okay, we just fell, 120 blocks onto a single one. So, alrighty then. They're even more better than they were last snapshot. That is, that's pretty fantastic. Alright, I am determined we're falling from 500 blocks in the sky where I don't even render in, like barely at all, and we should totally die from this one, probably. There we go. Yay, I know how to kill myself. Ridiculous. So 1 isn't permanent protection from fall damage, but 1 can still protect you from up to 120 blocks in the air, which is kind of ridiculous. And if you just go ahead and put a couple of these on there, then you can definitely fall from pretty much incredible heights, and you don't need to worry about dying whatsoever. Something that is weird about scaffolding is that you can't place it on the sides of blocks. So if you're on top of like a pillar, you can't just, place your way down. You have to place another one and then place off of the side of this, which doesn't really achieve your goal because then it just places out to the side, and then you have to go out 7 to the side. It's not really great. So that's an odd change. Not really a fan of that one. A new mystery block has been added, the jigsaw, which is very interesting. Has a nice, wonderful placeholder texture, and it actually has a UI to it. I mean, come on, we have these beautiful looking blocks with no UI, and then we have this terrible block with an UI. Okay, I love the development cycle. Oh, it actually is directional as well. Okay, so this definitely seems like some form of command block or structure block. Yeah, it's strange. So let's see, what does this say? Target pool, Minecraft empty, attachment type, Minecraft empty, turns into Minecraft air. So definitely something technical having to do with commands, structure blocks, or something of that matter. I guess we'll have to wait until the next snapshot or maybe a couple in the future to see what this actually does. So a pretty massive change has happened to the lighting system, and this has to do with actually quite a bit of building and slabs and stairs. And now there's an old bug in Minecraft where if you place down, a slab or a stair, then a lot of lighting glitches will happen around it. And I'm sure you guys have encountered this. It's pretty common throughout Minecraft. But now what they've actually gone and done is made it so that open slabs like this will actually allow light to go through. Now, this is not like the Bedrock edition of Minecraft. Slabs can still actually block light. However, it's more of an intelligent system. So because there's this little gap right here, light can actually seep through there and get into this little cave. This happens with stairs as well. So if we look in there, you can see that there's still light. However, if we go in here and actually just block that off, there is no light in here. So this is a new feature, and it is actually a bug fix at the same time. This is going to break some old builds, such as old dark rooms and old mob spawners where you like to look into the farm. However, this is also going to allow for many more options in the game for lighting, because as you can see, it's an intelligent system. There has to be an actual gap for the light to leak through. So if we put another stair, it gets completely blocked off, there is no light. If we just put a stair like that, there's no light. So these blocks really aren't changing, it's just the lighting system that's changing, which is awesome. If we put a slab there, there's a gap so light gets through. We put kind of a slab in these locations, then light doesn't really glitch through, but you can see there's a little bit of a glow. That might be intentional, it might not be. And you can't really hide a lighting source like this either, unlike a Bedrock edition, where slabs are completely transparent. These ones, again, haven't changed. It's just the lighting system that has. And I think what we can do is probably glitch it out a little bit by putting a half slab on top of that. Geez, I cannot place these blocks. Yeah. There we go, a little bit of a glitchiness there. So this is going to break some very, very old things, but it's also going to remove a very old bug from the game and allow for a lot more options for lighting in your world, which overall is pretty awesome. So that's it for this Minecraft 1.14 snapshot. I hope you all enjoyed this video and maybe learned something new as well. There might be another snapshot this week, or we might have to wait until next week, but either way, thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video. Helps out the video, helps out the channel as well. And I will see you guys down in the comment section and in the next one. Thank you again for watching. And then there was silence.